Hello and welcome to RoboMonk Art and Tarot. I am RoboMonk. Today we are exploring a big revelation from your spirit guides. What is it going to be? How will it affect you? Let's find out. I just want to say thank you all for being here with me today. I truly appreciate it. Each and every day you are here with me. And if you do want a private reading or a soul painting or a soulmate drawing, check down below in the description for any details that you may need. All right, this is a pick a card, so let's get to the piles and see what we have. For pile 1, we have Carnelian. For pile 2, we have Green Aventurine. And pile 3, we have Fluorite. So take a moment to see what resonates, and we'll get started. Hello, Pile 1. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today we are getting a big revelation from your spirit guides. We're going to see what it is, how to react to it, and what's really coming down the line for you through your spirit guides' revelation. So let's get started. As you can see, we have a lot of cards here in front of us. I will draw images that Spirit gives me, and then we'll interpret them together. The first image that I see is a person that is putting their hand over their eyes. They don't really want to see what's around them. Sometimes when we get overwhelmed by a situation, it's human nature to hide from that situation, to not acknowledge that situation, and to hope that it goes away over time. And if you've been on this earth plane for a while, you will know that doesn't really help. But we do it, right? We do it. Even if we don't want to, sometimes it's easier to look away. And this is what's happening right now. There's a situation in your life that you don't have the strength right now to face. So you are putting your hand over your eyes and not looking at it. We've all done it. This is not a judgment. This is just something that we do from time to time when we are overwhelmed. But what's happening in this next card is something that you are not aware of. As you are covering your eyes in this first card, the next card is a knife piercing the veil. What I like to think of is a truth piercing through that is undeniable. You can't help but notice it. You can't help but feel that truth inside of you. To the fact that it may be an emotional outpouring of something that's happening in your life that might be totally unrelated, and all of a sudden you feel very emotional about it. It's about this situation that you are avoiding. And so sometimes we might be going along, everything's going fine in our day because we are not acknowledging this problem in our life. And then all of a sudden, one little thing goes wrong and we break down. That's it, we're done. And it's because all of our problems are catching up to us. And we were just holding it together to make it through the day. And if something, a little bump comes along, we may fall apart. And what's happening here is Spirit is actually helping you. Your guides are coming through, forcing this truth on you right now. It may seem very inconvenient, but what is a good time to face this problem? What is a good time to have this truth come through the veil? I don't think there is one. So Spirit and your guides are coming through and saying, all right, Now is the time. Now is the time. What you are aware of in this next card is that you are feeling drained, you're feeling tired, you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed, and it's like you've been running from this giant monster for a very long time, and this monster represents your problem, this big problem that you don't want to acknowledge, but you've been running, and now you're getting out of breath, and the monster is catching up, and it's going to be a situation that isn't going to be pleasant, but it's going to happen, where you're going to have to deal with this problem. In your past, I see an image of a carpet that has a lot of items pushed under it, and you are sitting on top, like nothing's wrong. Here in the United States, we have an expression saying, we're going to sweep this all under the carpet, meaning we're going to sweep the dirt on our floor under the carpet. Now, we all know that's a bad habit. We shouldn't do this. We should sweep it out of the house. But when we have a problem that we don't want to deal with, we sweep it under the carpet, and hopefully no one will notice, right? But really, if we do that way too many times, then we have a huge bump in the carpet, and we have a lot of problems that we haven't dealt with, and therefore we have a lot of emotional baggage that we haven't gone through, and this creates a huge energy drain in our life. It creates this huge metaphorical monster that's chasing us throughout everything that we do, whether we realize it or not. So what's going to happen? This truth that your guides are giving you is piercing the veil. You must take down your hand from your eyes and look at this ugly monster that's chasing you. But what's going to happen is Spirit and your guides are going to have you do shadow work, gain your truth, wield your sword against this monster of a problem. You will find strength within. You will find love within, because your spirit and your guides are with you. But this monster, this problem, won't stop chasing you until you face it. Until you face it. It may be one of the hardest things that you do in this lifetime, but sometimes you just got to do it. You got to be strong. I know you can do it. Spirit knows you can do it. Your guides know you can do it. What's going to happen after you face this problem in your life, this huge problem that you've been running from for a long time? The truth is going to set you free. You're going to say, I can no longer run. I have to deal with it. This is the situation. How do I deal with it? I see an image of you balancing on a sword's edge. The truth is going to flip this whole situation around. You are going to feel lighter. You are going to feel balanced. Completely balanced. You are going to feel like you haven't felt in a very long time. Emotionally fulfilled, spiritually balanced, actually looking forward to the future. Having faced this fear, this problem that you have ignored for so long, will set you free. And this is a huge revelation from your spirit guides, because they know where you're at right now, and they know where you can be if you face this fear. So sometimes it's tough love coming from our guides and spirit, but it's always love that will better our lives. How does it affect your environment? I see you standing strong. I see you not having this problem around you anymore. I see you glowing. Your light has returned to your life, and you are living your life. You are not ignoring a certain section of your life because you don't want to look at it. You see your life as it is, and you are thankful. So you have gotten rid of this problem that has been chasing you, and you can move on. You can move on with your life in more positive directions. I truly see you confronting this problem, and I see that a hope that you've had for a very long time is to have peace in your life. And this problem has chased you and chased you and chased you, drained your energy, drained your time, drained your connection to spirit. And the irony is that you had to face this fear rather than run away from it. It's human nature to say, oh, if I run away from this problem, I will gain peace. It is so far away that it cannot affect me, therefore I will gain peace. And that is not how it works, unfortunately. But it's such human nature to run away from danger, right? That's part of our biological nature. And we have to be strong. We have to turn around with our own truth, and we have to chase that monster away. And with this, you will gain peace. In finding your strength, in finding your voice, making that problem go away, you will finally have peace. Pile 1, I truly hope that this gives you clarity. I hope that this has helped you in some way. Thank you so much for being here and lending your energy to this reading. I truly appreciate it. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 2. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, we are exploring a big revelation that your guides are giving you. We're going to see how to react to it, how to move forward with this news, and how it's going to better your life. You can see several different cards in front of us here. I'm going to draw images that Spirit gives me, and we are going to interpret them together, and we will lay them on the cards as we go along. So let's get started. The first image I see is a swirling, tumultuous sea. Water is frothing and really churning all over the place. This tells me that your emotions right now are in a very chaotic state. I also see your heart, which represents your love, is sinking down into this tumultuous sea. So there's a lot going on in your love life right now that has been chaotic, has been more likely painful, and right now you are feeling that love decline in you. You are feeling hurt. Let's see what's happening with this and where your spirit guides are going to give you your revelation. What you aren't aware of is the next image. I see worms coming out of a can. And this is a can of worms. This is, in America, what we say is a huge problem, right? It represents a huge problem. When you open up a can and there are worms inside, they wriggle around, and there's just so many different problems coming out of this can that you just opened up. You don't know how to deal with each one. I know it's a weird expression, but that is the way Spirit chose to depict it right now. So you have emotional chaos going in your life, particularly in your love life, And then deep down inside, in your shadow self, you have a lot of things going on as well. I see a lot of chaos in your life right now. And it has to do with perhaps some past pain, or perhaps some problems that you've gone through and you haven't quite dealt with yet, right? You haven't really been able to go through and sort through what's going on. What you are aware of is the next picture, and I see this image of you bending down and there's broken pieces everywhere, and you're trying to pick them up and put them back together. So I really think that maybe there was a breakup in your life. There was something that really shattered your trust or your love, and you really feel that pain right now. And I'm sorry that this is happening. This is something that a lot of us go through, and it's never easy. It's never easy. So I'm sending you love and healing right now if you are going through this. In the past card, which is all the way to the left, I do see two people with a breakup. It could have been a really bad breakup, an emotional breakup, and maybe there was trust lost between the two people. Maybe they did something that broke your trust and left you in a chaotic emotional state, and really bringing you to a wariness about love in general. How will you ever love again? Will the next person in your life act like they did? Is this what love really is? If it is, then you're thinking that you don't want it in your life. And there are so many questions that you have, and Spirit is coming in, your guides are coming in, because they see all of this chaos in your life. They see it all churning around you, and you're just trying to live your life. You're trying to be the best person you can, and a lot has happened to you. And I really feel like it's not your fault. I really feel like it has happened to you. So with this, how are your guides going to give you your revelation? In the near future, I see you diving down into this sea, this chaotic sea, for your heart. You say to yourself finally that you are done having your heart be lost to someone who doesn't deserve it. Your guides come in and give you the strength to dive into these emotional issues, to dive into these worms in this can and sort it all out. The Spirit and your guides are coming in to say and remind you that you are worth it. You are worth love that is worthy of you. You are worth respect. You are worth strength. You are worth being on this plane and living your life to the best that you can. So you are fearlessly diving into this ocean and grabbing your heart back and saying, you know what? This is mine. I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to have someone else that deserves it, but I'm not going to give it to them. We are going to be together and share, right? Because love is not about giving your heart away. It's about adding to. It's about making that love that you have of yourself even better. So when you love someone, it is not a loss of your heart. It is a gain of their energy and their positivity with your own. What's interesting in this next card is I actually see a treasure chest and a heart next to it. So when you dive down deep into this chaotic ocean to sort all of these different problems and you're going after your own heart, you are actually going to gain a lot of abundance with this. You are going to gain an unexpected treasure with this. I really feel that some of you are going to gain your life path as a counselor, as a psychologist, as someone who can help others in this situation or that have had emotional, chaotic pasts. And they will actually benefit from your experience here because you can really empathize with them. I also see a number 10 here. This is a completion of a cycle, a completion of a knowledge segment that you are going to say, okay, this pain has happened to me. I have learned so much from it. I am going to move forward. I'm going to close this chapter, open a new one, and go forth being stronger, brighter, and shine my light even better than I have before. I think this will give you strength, even though it's so painful right now. It will give you strength, but it will also help you align yourself for what is coming next for you. I think this is so important in your path in the future and why you are down here in this earth plane, that I am grateful that Spirit is giving you this abundance as well as your love of yourself and your heart back where it belongs, with you. What this does with your environment is, now that you have a whole healthy self-love coming through, this is going to attract a partner that sees this and resonates with this. I see you and them standing at a public transit, and maybe the public transit is late. This is only for a few of you, but you may actually meet at this public transit. And you may actually strike a conversation and hit it off right away. That was an image I do get. But for the rest of us, I do see that you are going in the same direction. So this train is stopping. You're both getting on the train and going the same direction in life, in love, in the way you want to be treated. And it's absolutely fantastic. So this past of chaotic seas, emotion, breakups, cracked hearts everywhere is going to be a thing of the past for you. You will find a person that honors you, that loves you, that adds to your life, and you add to theirs, and just have this beautiful relationship. Right now, one of your fears is that love always comes with a knife to stab you in the back. And Spirit and your guides want you to know that there's a person out there that will not have a knife, that will not stab you in the back, that will have you and hold you and know and love you for who you are and guide you to who you should be. And you will guide them to who they should be. It will be a beautiful union. And to those right now in this chaotic sea, Spirit wants you to know that there is healthy love out there. There is good love out there. There is love that does not hold a knife. There is love that does not cause pain. And to have hope. Pile 2, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for lending your energy to this reading, and I hope it brings you clarity. Know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time. Hello, Pile 3. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today, your guides have a big revelation for you. We're going to see what it is, how to react to it, how to use this revelation to help better your life. As you can see, we have several different cards here in front of us, and I'm going to draw images that Spirit gives me, and we are going to interpret them together and put them on the cards. So let's get started. The first image I see is a hallway full of doors. There are doors everywhere. Usually this means that it is an option open to you. So there are different choices that you can choose from. But what's interesting is you are turning around and noticing that there's a door opening on the floor. And this is an opportunity that is unexpected. You don't expect a door on the floor. So it is opening up. This is a huge opportunity for you to change your life. Something that you are not aware of. I see a cat's paw with a thorn in it. There is something that is bothering you consistently. It has a pain that you have gotten used to, just like a thorn in your paw. You can still somewhat walk with it, but boy, it's very hard. It's painful, but you're getting used to the pain. And Spirit and your guides are saying, no, this thorn needs to come out of this paw. It's not supposed to be like this all of the time. You have just forgotten what it feels like to not have this pain in your life. And I'm getting a clarifier image here of you being weighed down by a sack of money. It could be a huge debt that you owe financially. And this is something that has been weighing you down and really actually keeping you up at night. Something that you are aware of. I see you in your bed, not sleeping, almost like the Nine of Swords, right? Not sleeping, really worried about this financial debt that is in your life. And it is something that you feel like you can't escape from. Something in your past, it's a bit scary, this image that I see. I see almost like a person creature in a top hat giving you cards and betting on money. I see them as a swindler. A swindler is a thief or a liar that tells you one thing but actually is taking advantage of you, right? I think you got this debt from a person that either lied to you or took advantage of you or didn't tell you the whole truth. And now you have this debt, and I think you actually regret to ever taking this on. I have a feeling that there are some options of what this debt could be from. It could be from a degree, an education degree that you aren't using right now, yet you still owe the money. It could be from medical bills that they didn't explain everything that they were doing while they were helping you heal, and now you have massive debt from that because the healthcare providers didn't cover everything. Or there was something with your car that maybe someone sold it to you and it broke down and now you have to fix it, and now there's a lot of debt with that, but you have to do it in order to have a car. I see this person as knowing what they're doing, knowing that it's wrong, but they did it for the money. And that's not good. That's a lot of karma coming their way. Not towards your way. You have good karma coming towards your way. I do want you to know that. But there's a lot of issues that this person or this company has to work through. And fortunately, it is not going to be your problem. You must concentrate on what you can do with the debt that you have and how to move forward. So what is this big revelation that your guides are coming in with? I see you walking on a path, and then all of a sudden, this unexpected door opens, and you are able to change careers completely. Something you never thought you would do, but all of a sudden, when you do that, this abundance starts coming in. You have changed careers, and oddly enough, you are going to use some of those skills from your actual degree. Not the degree completely, but some of those skills from that degree. So you won't regret it as much taking on that debt, but still, you are able to actually start paying off the debt because of this career change coming up. Once this happens, over time, 5-10 years, you are going to be able to put this debt behind you. And even as you're paying it off, you're seeing it dwindle, right? You're seeing this debt become lighter and lighter and lighter. You're seeing that there is a path way ahead without this debt. And I see an image of you actually burying the sack of money because it is going to be behind you. It is no longer on your back, weighing you down, and you're going to be so much lighter and be happier because you don't have this weight on you every day. And so you're going to remove that thorn from your paw, right? That thorn from that cat's paw. And you will now know life without that pain. How this will affect your environment, you will have peace. You will be able to sleep at night, knowing that you have security, knowing that you can move ahead without this debt hanging over you. And I see this hope that you have right now that you could actually pay this debt off, that you could actually just forget about that horrible swindler in your past. And Spirit and your guides are here to say that that is true. You will be able to pay it off. You will be able to move on, and you will be brighter and lighter afterwards. So congratulations on this pile 3. It's amazing. The big switch though, the big revelation is that it's a career change coming up for you. You may not realize it, but there's going to be a lot more abundance than what you're earning right now if you change that career. So keep an eye open for that. Pile 3, I hope this brings you clarity. I hope this brings you hope to know that this debt is not going to be with you forever. Thank you for being here and lending your energy to this reading. And know that you're loved, know that you're blessed, and I'll see you next time.